Back again, baby. TiggPolitics. Freddy Finance Service open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Make sure you get at me. I'm gonna help you make money, save money, and build wealth. This video, my boy Noah Jacob. New evidence proves Aaliyah's death was planned. Let's go. Cause I don't wanna know. Commercial problem. But yeah, y'all. They always talked about how supposedly R. Kelly had her killed or something like that. For a long time, I think they was trying to say Dame did that shit, but it wasn't Dame. They used Dame to get her to get on that plane.
Good job. Welcome back to another.
So what the story was is that she was in some country, Barbados or something like that, I think. Africa or something, or Jamaica. Either way it go. Basically, somebody had called her and told her that Dame was sick and that she needed to come home fast. She tried to get home fast. She got on the plane that was full of too much shit. And yeah, that was the story that they told, that the plane crashed because it was too much shit on it. But
I came across this video right here titled "New Evidence Confirms That Aaliyah's Death Was Planned," bro. Now, if you guys are familiar with the channel and its content, I speak about this topic right here all of the time, right? A lot of these artists are in fact sacrificed, whether it be as a human sacrifice for these demonic ass record labels or simply just a sacrifice to collect life insurance policies. A lot of these record labels open up life insurance policies against their artists so that whenever they do die, whenever they are sacrificed or die in a random ass plane crash, they can collect the life insurance policy on it, alright?
Before we get into deep, speaking of life insurance, if you want any information on life insurance, as far as like what's the different policies you could get, what's the difference between this type of life insurance and that type of life insurance, please get in contact with me. If you already got life insurance, if you already been paying life insurance for a few years, I don't care. Contact me. My agent will definitely let you know exactly what type of policy you got. He'll let you know if it's good for you, if it's something else out there that's better for you, all that good shit. So if you already got life insurance or you ever thought about getting life insurance, please contact me, because that's one of the services that my agent actually helped me and my wife get. That's definitely one of my lanes of which I put money into as an avenue for building wealth later on. So please get into contact with me, y'all, because that's one of the ones that was important for me, because I had my grandma passed, my aunt passed, and none of them didn't have the right type of life insurance. They had life insurance, but it was the wrong kind, meaning that they literally didn't have nothing by the time it was really time to be used, if that makes sense. And it's only because of the type of policy they had that was already set up for failure. You know what I'm saying? We as a company, meaning like my personal agent, he gonna make sure you're in a position to where, for one, you paying a level amount, meaning that if you pay 50 that first payment, that's what you pay every time, 50 for the rest of the whole term of the policy, you feel me? So please get in contact with me, y'all, because I want more families to be able to get what he talking about, which is the death benefit of the person. Because that's what the record labels do. The record labels gonna get the right type of life insurance. You get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say they getting it for the wrong reason. They getting it because they plan on that artist dying. And the reason why we would get it is because we want something just in case we used to die. You feel what I'm saying? So for us, we get it just in case. For record labels, they get it because they already planning on this shit. So please get into contact with me, y'all. That's important. Like I said, that's one of the major reasons why I even got a financial service agent in the first place. When he started talking about this part, I said, yeah, can you just be my personal agent? He said, yeah. So I got a personal agent if y'all want to talk to him.
But I honestly don't know too much about her story, so this is going to be a little bit of an educational video for me as well. We're about to hop right into it. Make sure you guys do leave a like down below and subscribe. Rest in peace, Aaliyah, man. But let's get into it.
Evidence that Aaliyah's death was planned is starting to stack up, and it looks like Aaliyah could finally get her justice in 2023.
When Aaliyah died for a wrongful death, he got paid $90 million for her death.
am I supposed to say on TV? What did we just say, bro?
Dame Dash and
What did
other
we just
people
say,
who are
bro?
close to Aaliyah are starting to speak out on all the shady things about Aaliyah's death, and fans want to see this case reopened in 2023.
But what I was really more tight about was that I had heard that Lenny Kravitz had offered her a jet and that Hyper took the jet. So that's what really pissed me off about the situation when I heard about that. So we could ask Hype about that.
That's what I said. Have you ever talked to Hype about it? And how did that conversation go?
Ask him.
But was Aaliyah's death really planned? Is there enough evidence to reopen Aaliyah's case? Let's investigate it. On January 16, 2023, Aaliyah Dana Halton would have turned 40.
Bro, she is beautiful, bro.
I ain't even open it all the way.
Like, it's so crazy to me how so many girls nowadays want to get their face done, lip fillers, nose lift, face tuck, this shit, BBL, this bitch.
My bad. I forgot.
Like where the naturally beautiful girls at, man? Like this is like she's so like effortlessly beautiful. This is so sad, bro.
And it's truly heartbreaking to think what a huge star she would be right now if she was still alive. Aaliyah had it all. She was a triple threat in singing, dancing, and acting. She was smart and cunning. She had natural beauty. The list goes on.
Being an entertainer, I wanted to sing, I wanted to act, I wanted to dance. From the moment I stepped foot on stage, a 6-year-old in the play Annie, I was like, this is what I want to do. I have to do this. I'm happy doing this.
But sadly, on August 25th, 2001, Aaliyah's life was cut short at the age of 22 in a plane accident in the Bahamas.
A plane just after taking off for Florida in perfect weather suddenly plummeted to the ground.
August 25th, 2020.
I have to do this. I'm happy doing this.
But sadly, on August 25th, 2001, Aaliyah's life was cut.
That was August, September. 9/11 was the next month. So that's crazy. Damn, babe, you pointed out some shit. You should point out some shit. I'm feeling sick for that reason. Like, I got hot. Stomach. But that's crazy though. She died like a few days for
weeks.
A week or 2 weeks maybe. About 2 weeks before 9/11. That's crazy.
You take them because you got I don't know who you're flying with, but
that's crazy.
Cut short at the age of 22 in a plane accident in the Bahamas.
A plane just after taking off for Florida in perfect weather suddenly plummeted to the ground. Investigators now saying one of the engines apparently failed.
In perfect weather.
They say the plane took off in perfect weather headed for Florida and one of the engines failed. Now that's different from the original story that we all used to hear about the plane having too much luggage on it, right? So what was it? Was it too much luggage that caused the engine to fail, or was the engine already just fucked up? Like, what's the real truth? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then another story was that the reason that she was even leaving the Bahamas at the time she was leaving the Bahamas was because somebody told her that Dame Dash was sick and that he was in the hospital. So she was really trying to rush back to go be with him because she was in love with Dame. Like, Dame Dash, like, she was in love with him. Like, you know, R. Kelly was just obsessed over her, but she was in love with Dame type shit. That shit crazy. And we talking about this girl, what, 15, something like that at the time, maybe? Some shit?
When?
Around the time, like, well, maybe not when she died, but just in general. She was like 18, 17, 18 when she died.
When she got with R. Kelly.
Okay. No, she was 15 when she got with R. Kelly.
She died at 22.
So she was with him for 7 years, dog?
She died at 22.
Damn, that's crazy. She was with that nigga for 7 years. She was with a few people for 7 years. Let's just say that.
That part.
I wouldn't say she was a hoe, but, you know, she was getting past a little bit.
We know for a fact Dame Dash and what's his name?
R. Kelly had some of it.
Yes.
And maybe even Jay-Z from what I heard.
I was going to say Diddy, but...
Oh, you know Diddy had to get his little piece. But I'm pretty sure. Goddamn, Jay-Z got some of that too. I'm just saying. DMX.
Because Aaliyah was Beyonce before Beyonce.
Exactly, and everybody knows that. So it's like right after Aaliyah was gone, that's when Beyonce came. So it's like, come on,
man. Like 2002.
And then think about the other thing too, like for her to be so cool with Dame, and now Dame ain't really as industry or mainstream as everybody else. He still get money, but he wanted the least, like he ain't in the limelight like he used to be type shit. And back then, him and Jay-Z used to have this little, they used to basically, the reason why Rockefeller even broke up was because Dame and Jay-Z went seeing eye to eye no more type shit. So basically, it was like one of those things, like with men have going on, power and shit. Motherfucker want power and shit. Yeah. And they just couldn't agree on certain shit, bro. And of course, with Aaliyah being the bigger artist at the time, they got to get her the fuck out the way. That's the truth. That shit crazy.
Suddenly plummeted.
With 8 passengers, Aaliyah, a young Brooklyn native and a talented...
I don't know if y'all be watching movies like I be watching movies, but to hear that a plane just plummeted out the sky, that's bullshit. They make shit now, y'all, that can shoot a fucking plane out the sky with like some fucking radioactive electromagnetic. It's a EMS. It's a small EMS, basically. It's an EMS cannon. That's what the fuck it is, an EMS cannon. I don't know if y'all know what an EMS is, electric magnetic shock or some shit like that. Basically, on the Matrix, if you seen the Matrix, when they in them tunnels in they ships and shit, and them things come, and they have to hit that EMS to shock them bitches, that's what they got out here in real life. But they got them in cannons. They got like a EMS cannon. So you like literally just focus that shit in on one thing. And that's what they do. They shoot planes out the sky with fucking EMS cannons, bro. I'm telling you, it was in a movie. I ain't making this shit up. The shit was in a movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you see it in a movie, it's real. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. So go look it up. I forget what movie it was. You remember what movie it was? Was it The Hitman Bodyguard? Man, was it Hitman Bodyguard?
What?
That had that EMS cannon.
No, that was the Equalizer.
Equalizer. It was the movie or the show?
The show.
So go watch the show Equalizer. On one of them episodes, it's Queen Latifah. On one of them episodes, they had like this cannon that shot like a radioactive beam right at the fucking plane. Knocked that bitch straight out the sky, bro. It ain't even blow up or nothing. It just literally lost all power and dropped.
If you ever see a plane just literally just plummet out of this coming down like
all the power off that bitch, like all the power that went out.
Somebody did something.
Somebody EMS that bitch with a cannon. I'm telling you.
Because there's no way. You don't see no spark. You don't see a flash of fire coming out of nowhere.
It'll be just like this. It'll be just like this. Flying, and then next thing you know, just like that shit really do like that, bro.
But of course, when you see it in the sky, it's gonna look like it's slower than what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna look like it's falling slow, but yeah, that shit really gonna be dropping quick as hell. But yeah, I just had to share that with y'all, bro. They got EMS cannons.
Now the official story is that the plane carrying Aaliyah crashed because it was reloaded. However, most of Aaliyah's fans have never accepted this narrative because a lot of things simply don't add up, and new evidence is now starting to emerge that Aaliyah's death was not accidental. The first man we need to talk to is Hype Williams because his name gets brought up over and over again when it comes to Aaliyah's suspicious death. On August 21st, 2001, Aaliyah appeared on BET's 106 in Park and revealed that the shooting of the video for her single Rock the Boat would start the following day and that Hype Williams would direct it. On August 22nd, Aaliyah flew to Miami to film dance routines on the green screen set as well as underwater shots for the video.
Alright, so check those out. This shows looking good. Okay. Right now we're getting ready to do the dance. Excited about that.
That's a crazy song right there.
For some reason, Hype Williams decided to move the shoot from Miami to the Bahamas. And on August 23rd, Aaliyah and employees of Virgin Records flew to the Bahamas on 2 flights. But it's still unclear why Hype Williams insisted they shoot the video in the Bahamas when they had already started filming with a green screen in Miami. Because even if he wanted to shoot additional scenes on a real beach, doesn't Miami have enough beaches? It just doesn't make sense. And this is
and here's the thing, when it comes to the inconsistencies related to like artists' deaths, alright? Why in the world, like that's a great question. Why in the world would he want to fly to the Bahamas to shoot water scenes when he's on Miami? Literally the peninsula, the one peninsula in the United States that sticks into the most beautiful blue crystal ocean. Like, I live in Miami. The water right here is very beautiful. The beaches are beautiful, especially if you go to the southern tip. Very beautiful beaches, okay? Now, why would you want to do that? Let's continue. Why, like why?
It's a motive.
Many reasons why fans have wondered if this was a ploy to
it's a motive.
To travel alone.
It's a motive,
terrified of flying, and she always travels with her mom or brother.
It's a motive.
It's gonna allow you to instantly create.
Man, see, that's what, and that's the sad part about back then. She didn't have nobody around her with sense to be like, look, Aaliyah, we not going to no fucking Bahamas when there's 20 beaches in Miami. Like, I don't give a fuck what excuse they making to why we need to just go to Bahamas. Like, there's no reason for us to go to the Bahamas. Like, they trying to do something to you. They trying to harm you. A girl like that would have never seen that shit coming, bro. And she didn't, because she was naive. Like, women be naive about shit like that. When they want to get a woman out the way, it's easy for them to get a woman out the way, because they naive. They not gonna see that shit coming. They not. They ain't paying attention to shit. They just doing shit that girls do.
Boyfriend Damon Dash said he warned Aaliyah not to go to the Bahamas because it wasn't necessary for the video, and he felt uncomfortable about Hype.
There it is right there. They ain't really love that girl, bro. For real. He probably would have married that girl for real.
Williams asking her to go there. Aaliyah was scheduled to leave the Bahamas on August 26th. However, she chose to leave.
And you know what's crazy? Growing up, I actually really thought that Dame Dash and Aaliyah was together for real. I respected their relationship more than any other relationship I had heard her be in. Like, I really thought that was her man growing up. All the other shit was for the birds. I didn't care about nobody else talking to her. When I seen Dame and Aaliyah, I was like, that's a motherfucking power couple right there. Had no clue what the fuck was going on, but as a kid, that's what I saw. They looked real good together.
To leave the day before because she had finished shooting the scene for the video early. But according to Damon Dash, when Aaliyah saw the plane they gave her, she instantly had a bad feeling about it.
When she actually saw the plane, she, at the Blackberries, she said, I don't like this plane. And I was like, well, don't get on it. And she was like, well, I got to because I got work to do. She got on the plane, and she always had a very serious fear of planes in general. So she had to overcome a fear to get on that plane.
However, that's not all. Damon also revealed that Lenny Kravitz had all.
You know what's crazy? That situation was the reason why it was so hard for me to ever get on a fucking airplane, because I was scared because of that shit. Aaliyah plane crash scared me for wanting to fly forever, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's literally that was my first time hearing about a plane crashing. So that shit scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck? Aaliyah died in the plane crash? Because to me, when I was growing up, Aaliyah was literally the Beyonce of our time for a little while. So in my mind, nothing could happen to her. You know what I'm saying? So you hear about somebody like her dying in a plane crash, the first thing you go think is, bitch, I ain't getting in no airplane. Because if she could die in an airplane, then I know I can die in an airplane. Like, who is I? Like, who am I? She Aaliyah. So if, you know what I'm saying? If Aaliyah can die in a plane crash, then I'm pretty sure I won't be easy to, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So I was like, she set the tone for me. I ain't fly for years. I flew on my first flight probably at the age of 24, 25, something like that. It happened to her when she was 22. I waited. But yeah, it's crazy.
Offered Aaliyah a different private jet, but Hype Williams took it away from her.
But what I was really more tight about was that I heard that Lenny Kravitz had offered her a jet, and that Hype had took the jet. So So that's what really pissed me off about the situation when I heard about that.
On August 25th, shortly before 7 p.m., Aaliyah and 8 Virgin Records employees boarded a twin-engine Cessna aircraft from the Abaco Islands in the northern Bahamas. The plane was supposed to arrive and pick them up at 4:30. However, it didn't arrive until 6:15. And the charter pilot Louis Key claimed to have overheard passengers arguing with pilot Luis Morales prior to takeoff. Key said that Morales warned them that there was too much weight for a safe flight. However, some of the passengers insisted they had to be in Miami Saturday night. There have also been reports that pilot Luis Morales had cocaine in his system and he was not authorized to fly. However, some fans have speculated that someone ordered a smear campaign against the pilot to distract everyone from talking about the people responsible for forcing the pilot to fly an overloaded plane. However, it's still unclear who from Aaliyah's entourage argued with Morales and convinced them to let 9 people board the aircraft with all of their equipment. Besides that, according to journalist Kathy Landoli's 2021 biography of Aaliyah was extremely nervous about flying on the small plane, and she initially refused to board it and went back into a taxi cab claiming she had a headache. Now here's the really disturbing part. Someone from Aaliyah's entourage was sent to check on her in the taxi, and this person slipped Aaliyah a sedative, and once Aaliyah was unconscious, they carried her into the plane. Eyewitness Kingsley Russell, whose family ran a taxi cab company in the Abaco Islands, later said that Aaliyah's entourage took her out of the van and she didn't even know she was getting boarded on a plane. Sadly, Aaliyah's worst fears came true shortly after takeoff. The plane crashed about 200 feet from the runway. Aaliyah and 7 of the 8 others on board were killed instantly, while Scott Galen, Aaliyah's security guard, survived the crash but died shortly after.
An actress in some movies recently, even a Grammy nominee. Tonight, her family is fans asking, why her?
Aaliyah was buried on August 31st in Manhattan.
So it was literally like a situation where it's like, alright, bet, here's a sedative so you don't have to feel a damn mother-loving thing when you pass away. You don't have to be scared, you don't have to feel anything, you just simply go out.
That's crazy, bro.
And then we're gonna collect $90 million on you.
That's crazy,
Estimated 800 people attended the funeral procession, including a number of celebrities. However, there are no records of Hype Williams being there.
Among the mourners joining Aaliyah's grief-stricken parents, her aunt Gladys Knight, Aaliyah's boyfriend Damon Dash, fellow hip-hop honcho Sean Puffy Combs, R&B singers Usher, Maya, and Monica.
Besides that, Hype Williams was strangely silent.
They naming people. Maya ain't even in the industry no more. Let's ask Maya how she feel about that shit. I want to know everybody's story when it comes to this, man. We go deep. I'm finna start trying to get bigger shows going on. I'm trying to get a guest on here. I'm going major, because this is crazy. We got to know more about this, y'all.
Silent on Aaliyah's death, and he refused to talk about what happened in the Bahamas.
Of course he did,
but see, Williams isn't the only man who's been accused of being involved. And what's even more upsetting is that Aaliyah may have been betrayed by her own family. So you probably know that Aaliyah was manipulated by R. Kelly when she was a teenager, and that Kelly actually married Aaliyah when she was 15, and he was 27 by using a false marriage license. But what's equally disgusting is that Aaliyah's uncle, Barry Hankerson, the founder of Black Ground Records, is the one who introduced R. Kelly to Aaliyah. Hankerson was R. Kelly's manager back in the day, and when Aaliyah was just 12 years old, he brought her into the studio and had her sing for Kelly. But then in 1993, when Aaliyah was 14, R. Kelly started working with her on her debut album titled Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
I found Aaliyah. As a matter of fact, Barry Hankerson, my manager, who's her uncle, told me to go up to Detroit and hear her sing. Once I got up to Detroit, I didn't have to hear her sing because she was growing. I knew she had it. As soon as she started singing, that verified it. And from there, we became here, and everything is all good.
So to think that Aaliyah's own uncle basically gave Aaliyah to R. Kelly at a time when everyone in the
Basically, her uncle was trying to get a motherfucking check for real. And he was like, fuck this. I'm finna sell my niece to this nigga and get me a check. Sick motherfucker, man. Sick motherfucker, dog. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
The industry already knew Kelly was a major creep. It's beyond disgusting. See, R. Kelly was only recently...
Like, y'all really, like, do certain shit for money, bro. Like, that shit don't fucking matter, bro.
It's
and
weird,
Barry
bro.
Hankerson must have known it.
Like, it's like, my people way more important than money, bro. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Kelly was a major creep is
right,
beyond disgusting. See, R. Kelly was only recently charged and found guilty, but allegations against him go all the way back to the start of his career, and everyone who was someone in the music industry knew about these allegations. And Barry Hankerson must have known as well, because he's been involved in the entertainment industry since the 1970s and was married to legendary singer Gladys Knight. And as if that weren't bad enough, former Black Round Records associate Ayatollah Marv recently claimed that Barry Hankerson received a $90 million settlement for Aaliyah's passing.
I'm done. At the end of the day, if y'all want to finish watching this video, man, it's right there. TiggPolitics, Frederick Financial Service. Get at me. I'm trying to help y'all make money, save money, and build wealth. Remember, my agent can help you understand life insurance way better than any other company. We gonna get you to understand ways that you can really use life insurance, not just have life insurance. Use it. You dig what I'm saying? So, without anything else to say, really, we out, man. Finna start the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one.